And once again, Joseph Richardson here. I am after after all, this is the bowl game to see how we are already 10 wins, 10 and 2. If that loss to Virginia wouldn't have stung, maybe we would be in the postseason in the playoffs. But nope, Virginia had the courage to upset having gas. Actually, no. Actually, it's as a reflex. I'm just mostly burping. Now, I did have gas when I woke up, and it was so awful. I was, I couldn't even get. When I finally went, though, man, it was the worst I had felt in a long time. Ooh, see, Samardzija. At some point, I do wanna. Oh, so much defense right there. Yeah, sometimes it's best just to do shorter routes, even if it ain't quite. Oh, now, okay, that it's appropriate to fall in the end zone. Already got bronze. Okay, back-to-back touchdowns it look like, or nearly. Defender. Number 20 is a pretty good defensive guy. I'm actually a little disappointed that we... Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I question Leonard's ability to throw perfectly. Probably why the Irish fan that cuts my hair probably didn't expect Leonard to be drafted, but he was, and then I think the hair salon owner did eventually say he started to believe he would possibly go in the draft somewhere after the analysts were talking about it. Yeah, I mean, he did go day 3. He probably went at a time I wasn't expecting him that. I mean, there might have been other available QBs, but I was trying to tell Kenny, who cares what Copper thinks? I mean, literally, who cares, right? Upgrade player? Like, what would there be to upgrade? Route running at some point. I mean, weekly assessment ain't even a need at this time of the season. I think we'll go to war with Air Force, knowing that I've already had saved up until practice. We're just gonna go with the basic away. I guess either blue pants or gold pants, whatever the Irish colors are. Air Force, I believe it's blue
Glad to
though.
have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out
Carter
victorious in
Stadium.
the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well.
Is it a Cotton Bowl? No, it ain't. I don't think it's a Cotton Bowl.
Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside
Now, if we don't beat Air Force, they're known for their running too. Now, Samardzija did go up to 69, so I'm finally giving myself credit for at least going through a redshirt year and possibly being close to a 70 overall. Yeah, Air Force bouncing back, but no, they tried.
It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game,
looks like
you want that W.
I
No doubt
think
about
I'm
it. They
gonna.
made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today. That's going to do it for us.
Yeah, I already know the sayings. And if you know the game, whether you do or not, no, it's nothing. I mean, I know what they say. Actually, Notre Dame Armed Forces Bowl winner. Yep. While I think a bigger game could have been in the cards, I think that Virginia loss hurt. And then Notre USC losing or beating Notre Dame. It ain't gonna be an easy schedule the rest of the way. Well, let's see, edit player. Is there, can I possibly, I won't be able to get that number yet, but I'm kind of wanting to see who's potentially wearing 83. Yeah, I don't, yeah, he's a senior. Maybe I can get that number. But there's no guarantee. I could stay at 80 and be fine. But, yeah. What numbers? Okay, there's an 88, 9, 87, 85. Some of these go. Like, 85 probably would have been one number to consider. Since that initially would have. Now, why? He's probably a walk-on. Not. He's a vertical direct, but. That's 7193. Not a very big guy. But I'm just gonna stay at 80. Just figure it's the best bet to do. Now, there was a senior who had 83. If that number ain't taken, I'll gladly check. Maybe by editing player to see if nobody took it. The fact is, I wanted to be. I just chose 80. Like, you're not always gonna get the player's number that they were in college. It, you just gotta think, it's a different era. And I'm gonna have to study my guy up. Now, what are we gonna do? See if a freshman has 83? Well, that works for me. Welcome to Jeff Samardzija number 83. I think I'll go ahead and save. Since old dude. Yeah, this ain't even been a long video. And Syracuse, I was gonna say, Notre Dame probably has, when schools used to be in the Big East, I'm sure Notre Dame had played some of those schools. Now some of them are in no-name conferences. Probably the teams that were never really good in the Big East. But you can't. Alright. 2 plays to do that. Yeah, he's... Yeah. Now we got a new QB. So... Yeah. Apparently he went back a little bit. Okay. Yeah. The fact that we got the silver already. Yeah. Fact is. Fact is. Yeah. You're barely in the gold. Alright. I feel better knowing that he has 83. I figured since the senior had it, and it probably wouldn't be an interest to many of the freshmen. Yeah. Pretty. I think that's better than the last time I got gold. So, so I can be in rhythm. And yes, even though my friend did 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 unmention herself in my post, I ain't mad at her. I don't think she's mad at me. She would have probably let my mom know if I did, if she thought if she wouldn't have liked it. But yeah, we're just gonna try to study up and yeah, I mean my friend Tiffany and my friend Chelsea, they're close, but honestly, they got kids, and Tiffany about to be married to her soon-to-be second husband, but she's got a son from her previous marriage. No one's business, but yeah, no need for anybody to know how it went because it's not for me to say. But yeah, that's like I need to not talk to my friends. Like
Welcome to Notre
I
Dame
don't want
Stadium.
to
You walk in this place, you can
spread
feel the
Lutless
echo.
Holly's
So many
business.
epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that
Yep,
in
they
this big
touched the wall
contest.
before they
We've
come
got a
out.
terrific matchup for you today. Fans have gotten here early and they are
Play
ready to
like
get this game
champions
underway.
today.
We'll see a squad from the ACC, the
Yeah.
Syracuse Orange.
Yeah,
Against the
yeah, that's
18th
the
ranked
thing.
team,
Some of the Big
Notre
East
Dame
schools
Fighting
did go
Irish.
to
3A Sports College
ACC. A lot
Football.
of
I'm
them
Chris Fowler. We're in
did.
the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going.
But some like UConn didn't go to a power conference. Notre Dame might not be ranked too high to start the season. I think the reason why, yeah,
Well, this
it's
wasn't
still
exactly an offensive showcase, but the
no.
defense showed a lot
Notre
of
Dame
grit
still
coming
has
up with this
a
hard-earned W.
had enough
Yeah, really, if you
defense.
can look on both sides of the football, I think both defenses played well. Although they got some help, as you said, Chris, by not the greatest offense as far as execution is concerned today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one.
And there
here.
is a good
Kirk Herbstreit, I'm
receiver.
Chris Fowler, and this has been another
Whether he
presentation of
redshirted or
3A
not,
Sports
I'm
College
not
Football.
sure. And that's the thing. I gotta continue to try to work to get in playing time. And with me potentially getting up the depth chart sooner, well, I don't know if it'll be that soon. Shoot, I did get them to 69, and I was like, as long as I can live with the choices. Uh, I'm actually, I'm actually gonna, yeah, I want the leadership to be there. After all, I did redshirt and respectfully wanna be a good teammate. I'm sure Samardzija has to start somewhere in both football and baseball. Yeah, people, I mean, the fact that my friend Chris Boyd wasn't, he, he knew about Samardzija being a football and baseball player. He actually thought Samardzija made the right choice to go pro in baseball. Made millions of dollars playing many years as a starting pitcher for the majors. Whether it was the Cubs, White Sox, which he played for both, and A's and Giants. Yeah. I mean, Samardzija was a good pitcher too. People forget that people forget that Samardzija wasn't just a football receiver, even though my friend agreed that he could have been a high NFL draft pick. He could have made some good money to start NFL, but he didn't want to play in the pros NFL. Yeah, see, that's sometimes you just gotta be creative. Oh, see, dude was ready for that. Yeah, see, that worked out perfectly. Funny thing is, I had a wide receiver coach in high school who did the ISS room, wasn't even certified to teach. That's why he couldn't help with anything, because he didn't have a degree in teaching. He was only able to work the ISS room. Yeah. Yeah. Defender was ready to hit, but I already got gold. I don't care that it's not 24 or 25,000. It was good enough to earn a gold medal for in practice. Not legitly. Well, yeah. That was smart to just go ahead and study up. And actually, we just gonna basically, I don't know if Boston College is even a rivalry. Yeah, they're Boston College. Yeah, they're Massachusetts, obviously.
Welcome everyone to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific
They
clash we
touch
have
the
ahead.
eagle
There's nothing
before
quite like
they
a great rivalry
go to
matchup in
the
college football.
sideline.
The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as
So
a
the
result
eagle
of
is
what
in the
we're
hallway,
about to
I'm
see in this
guessing.
one. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking
I
on a
really
team from
don't
the
want to have to
ACC,
transfer
the Boston
Samardzija.
College Eagles.
I really don't want to have to transfer Samardzija. I don't think I will, but wow. If Notre Dame just doesn't have it, wow. Do I?
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And
the sky's not falling.
it is a rob. It
There's
is
no
a.
need to panic. You don't have to try
It
and
is a
reinvent
robbery
the
game.
wheel. What you
Okay.
gotta do is go back. You gotta watch the film.
He.
You gotta be honest
I
with
think
yourself.
he
Where did
transfers
you
in
have
real
made bad
life,
plays?
and
You gotta
sometimes
limit
on the
the
game he
penalties. You gotta
does
limit
too.
mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting
Yes,
to see how they come
Jesse.
out next
Yes.
week.
So that's going to do it
Of
for
course,
us. For
Jesse.
Jesse Palmer.
At some point, I'm gonna need to really get no real reason to get frustrated. Just You know, it ain't 0-1. We're 1-1, but still. I'm sure they're gonna do the commentating voices a little different in the new game. The fact that I have looked to follow and subscribe to some of these so-called YouTubers, gamers that are big, yeah, I see nothing wrong with like not Miami's probably gonna be a tough game. I mean, I wonder if Coach Cristobal will be in the game. My guess is maybe Bud Stoops for Kentucky, just for the sake of that Kentucky fan. I think he kind of spoiled a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna be mad that he even did. I think they understand that he's a YouTuber that gets excited. Wow, I never expect to make money off of this. I'm just entertainment for you people. Oh, oh, defender clearly saw. Now that's, well, still in good shape. Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Samardzija. At some point, I'm gonna try to work on dude's speed. Yeah. After he crosses the end zone, then you. That's okay. Sometimes a 5 or 6 yard cross, or like that. Yeah. Yeah. You actually, every so often you'll get lucky. I mean, I know my receivers coach no longer is a receiver coach in Chris County. I think he eventually decided to work for the sheriff. I don't think whether he supports sheriff or not. I think he does. He's a good man. I never talked politics with him. He wanted relationships without bringing up politics. That's what I think he's a chaplain now. So I think he's more concerned about relationships with people. Whether he would vote for the sheriff again or not doesn't even matter. Because if the sheriff hired him, dude's probably a good man. And I think one of his sons just didn't really. Hey, I think I'm gonna white out for this one. But it's okay if his son was a Democrat, whether Coach Wilson was too, I don't really matter. My relationship with him was the best, and that's what matters. I loved Coach Wilson.
Glad to
His
have you with
son
us
might
from
have been
Miami
different,
Gardens,
that's
Florida.
all.
A perfect evening for college football fans, already showing the U as the Canes are ready to tee it up and get this season started. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's
But
premier
Miami,
teams preparing to duke it
right
out
now
right here on
against
this field.
Hard
As we'll
Rock
see the
Stadium,
number 24 team in the
Hard
country,
Rock
the
Cafe
Notre Dame
Stadium,
Fighting Irish,
to be
taking on the
more
7th-ranked team
specific.
in the land, the Miami Hurricanes.
Trust me,
48
Miami
Sports
has
College Football
plenty
by
of
Bruce
those.
Davis joined here in the booth.
Yeah, Miami's known for their hurricanes. Now, oh, yeah, how long is that gonna last? You know, maybe, ooh, it's close. I still, nope, dang. Darn.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They gotta
Without,
try to hold
they
on to
can't
the
win
positives,
without
as hard as
Leonard,
that is
and
to do right now,
the
having
transfer
lost a couple
portal will be
back-to-back, because
improved on the new
this team
game.
has good players, and they've got good schemes on
And
both sides of the
my
ball.
plan
Just
is,
things have not gone their way. They
how
just
are
need to
they?
make a
How
few
they
more
have a
plays to turn this
freshman? I
thing.
thought they would have an
And they can do it, and they
upperclassman.
will do. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those
I'm
losses.
sorry,
But
Dad.
this
I want
team's
to
gonna figure
study
it out.
my
You can tell they got
dude up every chance I get. At some point, Samardzija will get higher up the depth chart. It just might take a little bit more time. I just, with, even though I look good in practice with the QB, I don't control him during the game. I'm not in Dynasty. And where are we at with this? Oh, we're good. But yeah. Yeah, the fact is, just for those who are wondering, yeah, there was a luckless challenge with basically post a picture wearing luckless gear, which I just so happen to have had plenty of on my phone, even though I wear the stuff at home because my friends that have children would not want to see me out in it. They probably wouldn't talk to me if they were with their kids. Come on, Samardzija, don't drop that. Okay, that's more appropriate. And of course, yeah, once upon a time I was written up and not even punished for what I wrote. Did he not hold on to that? Come on, Samardzija. Okay, that's better. You just gotta... Yeah. It seems like... Yeah, they're ready to hit. Yeah, you gotta kinda... Yeah. Unfortunately, at a place at Notre Dame, there's plenty of good defenders. Replacing Leonard's probably the toughest thing to do. Not the best practice, no. I don't even know if dudes is as good as Riley Leonard is. And the crazy thing is, at one point, Riley Leonard was predicted to go in the first round. Then he has an injury, and you know he's not quite the same. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go with basic home against A&M. I'm kind of wondering if they're a rivalry.
Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the team hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler.
All the road games have hurt Notre Dame. And it's already looking like another rebuilding year for Notre Dame. Notre Dame either doesn't have a QB, which the transfer
With some
portal
high
is
hopes
going
for
to
coming into this
improve
game. They practiced well,
on
prepared well, they're
26, and it
optimistic,
needs
but things
to.
just did not work out.
I'm
That's
glad
a
to
tough
hear
loss.
that.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like
He
this, and the smart
transfers in
coaches
real
know
life.
how to use them to motivate their
He's
team
not
moving
in
forward.
Mike Elko
And
guy.
that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Connor was a Jimbo Fisher guy. And he basically had an injury as a true freshman, so it's pretty obvious that this ain't the year for Notre Dame to do anything. And since I had to study my tail off just because I want all A's, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and study a lot. And where are we at? What is it with Notre Dame though is the question. Because I can only do so much. And I hate that you have energy you have to spend. I just kind of feel like when you have to use energy for stuff, it's kind of can't break loose. Yeah, and you're gonna hit me? That's a flag in real life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Powered into the end zone. Once upon a time, I remember being friends with Coach Wilson's son. I don't know if he just didn't stay on my Facebook because I didn't support Obama or because I disliked Obama. That's what I try to keep out of there. Yeah, he had 3 defenders. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand an athletic DB making the plays. I mean, how come the offense is trash and the defense is doing this to me? Okay, my mom is... Why the drops? I mean, Samardzija trash? He pretty much is, even though I try to help his catch and get better. And he went up a couple of rows as a result. Never mind the writing in the book about Mr. West. Yeah, we're gonna boost that leadership. And it's important to save. I know I hate this season, but my mom did open her door, so I'm gonna respectfully stop right here. And for those on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless.